Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I would like to thank Mr. Tan and Mr. Ng for their support of the bill. In their speeches, they have highlighted the practical difficulties that would be faced by shipping companies if the requirement for a lien to be registered were maintained, and the difficulties that they describe are very real. For that reason, it was in response to feedback from the shipping industry, the SCMA, and also looking at the court decision that we moved very quickly to put forward these amendments to Parliament. Mr. Ng had two questions. The first was he asked how given that the outcome of the Singapore and Hong Kong approach gives you the same practical outcome, whether there were practical implications or differences between the two. On the practical implication of affirming the court's characterization of the lien as a charge, as I explained earlier in my speech, this results in ship owners' liens retaining their nature as security. This affords enhanced protection to ship owners and charterers in the event of default and insolvency, as they will be secured creditors. Otherwise, the ship owners and charterers would have to compete with unsecured creditors for payment. In short, with these amendments, in Singapore, a lien is still a charge. And because it is a charge, it will rank ahead of charges which are created after it, and it will also rank ahead of unsecured claims. In Hong Kong, it is not a security at all and doesn't have to be registered. So in Hong Kong, the lien will rank together with unsecured claims after secured creditors. And as Mr. Tan pointed out, this in fact puts us in a better position. With respect to Mr. Ng's second question on whether, because until the new amendments take effect, he said the DNO company and the officers may be guilty of an offence, and asked for clarification on whether there will be penal consequences against the shipping companies and their officers. But first and foremost, I should clarify, it is not the case that all ship owners' liens created prior to the effective date of these amendments need to be registered. New subsection 3AC provides that the lien will be regarded as registrable and be subject to the consequences of non-registration only if, as at the effective date of the amendments, the company has been wound up or a creditor has acquired a proprietary right to or an interest in the subject matter of the lien. So in other words, it's only in those two situations, if the company has been wound up or a creditor has acquired a proprietary right or interest, that it will become registrable. Therefore, a large majority of the existing liens will not be registrable, and hence no offence would be committed. They will only be regarded as having been registrable in the event of a winding up or other creditor acquiring an interest. So, unless this has already occurred, you won't know at this stage whether those liens are registrable or not, as these are contingent events. Compared to the overall number of ship owners' liens, we would expect that the number affected by winding up or other creditors acquiring an interest and hence being registrable to be a small proportion of the whole. In those instances, suffice to say that this will be a matter for prosecutorial discretion, and in exercising that discretion, the Registrar of Companies will take a practical and commercial approach, and all relevant factors, including the fact that current industry practice is not to register, and the fact that it was an open question of whether such liens were registrable until the Diablo case was decided. In short, we will take a common sense approach, and also, assuming that the bill is passed today, we will work to bring the commencement date of the amendments into effect as soon as possible.
The question is that the bill be now read a second time. As many as of the opinion say aye. To the contrary, say no. I think the ayes have it. The ayes have it.
Companies Amendment Bill.
Committee stage, what day?
Now, sir, I beg to move that Parliament will immediately resolve itself into a committee on the bill.
The question is that Parliament will immediately resolve itself into a committee on the bill. As many as are of the opinion say aye. To the contrary, say no. I think the ayes have it. The ayes have it. The question is that the three clauses stand part of the bill. As many as are of the opinion say aye. To the contrary, say no. I think the ayes have it. The ayes have it. Bill to be reported. Second Minister for Finance.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to report that the bill has been considered in committee and agreed to without amendment.
Third reading, what day?
Now, sir, I beg to move that the bill be now read a third time.
The question is that the bill be now read a third time. As many as are of the opinion say aye. To the contrary, say no. I think the ayes have it. The ayes have it.